Good day, everyone. We are the Group 3 and we are going to discuss the structure and rhetorical moves in writing informative essay. So without further ado, let's start. The informative essay is an academic paper that informs the reader about a particular object, person, event, or a phenomenon. With the main purpose is to respond to the set of questions by exploring the topic in detail, and it only or mainly present facts or the said subject, person, event, or a phenomenon.
Advantages of informative essay writing. Informative essay used for illustration. Many informative essay can be used as something similar to a visual help. This type of informative essay, a different situation is offered to develop the main points of the essay. Informative essay is expanding on a cause and effect scenario. This particular type of informative essay focuses more on the effects that a particular situation or scenario has on something else. Informative essays for steps. Informative essays underline the importance of clear, succinct information that is easy to follow. This is why informative essays are particularly prevalent when it comes to subjects that require steps.
Like most types of essay, the basic structure of an informative essay consists of the introduction, the body paragraph, and the conclusion. So the introduction is the first part of an essay. It has two main functions: to trigger the reader's attention and to give a general idea of what the essay is all about. In addition, introduction has three main components. Start your essay with a hook sentence to grab your reader's attention. After this, introduce the topic and give some general information about it. Finish your first paragraph with a strong thesis statement to express the main idea of your paper. It should be clear, specific, and concise. Mind that each paper should have an original thesis. Thus, a thesis statement cannot be a quote, be a bare fact, be a question, and should not contain contradicting opinion.
The next part of your informative essay is the main body. In fact, it is the largest part. Present all your main points, arguments, and examples in the main body. This part usually consists of at least 3 paragraphs. First, start with a topic sentence, have a supporting and controlling ideas. Then 1 paragraph expresses 1 idea. Each paragraph presented in body paragraph related and developed thesis statement. Conclusion is the last part of an essay. Its main purpose is to summarize the whole paper and bring a general conclusion. Conclusion should first restart thesis from your introduction, summarize the main points discussed in paper, bring general conclusion, explain the importance of the topic, identify further areas for investigation, and do not include new informations or ideas.
There are 6 guidelines that you need to consider for choosing a powerful topic. First is to brainstorm by writing down the ideas and making lists for the topic you want to explore. Second is to narrow down the list by leaving only those ideas that interested to you. Third is to make sure you have something to say by researching your topic to ensure you have the necessary informations. Fourth is to narrow down or broaden down your topic by narrowing down if there's too much unnecessary information and broaden it down by adding additional info that supports your topic. The fifth one is to draft a thesis statement by presenting facts that supports your topic. And last but not the least, by creating an outline.
After completing your paper, look through this informative essay checklist to make sure you didn't miss anything. Use these helpful tips to improve your paper. So first, do not select a broad or abstract topics, such as love or respect. A narrow topic such as the worst place to sit in the class will be a bad choice too. Try to achieve a happy medium by selecting, for example, an informative essay on the victories of Alexander or ways to cook Italian dishes. Second, avoid topics you have no interest or competence in. The author should sound professional and experienced when explaining how to do things or what they mean. Third, go through the assignment guidelines and informative essay example before getting started. Even if a student is an expert in a selected field, they may still need to conduct in-depth research to discover the ways to cite and reference source in academic writing. Fourth, avoid using a pronoun I in your essay. It should be sound neutral and unbiased. Fifth, do not take a side on the issue, unlike in persuasive or argumentative essay. In an informative essay or paper, the author's opinion should not be stated. A paper should be neutral. 6. Create an outline. Students often disregard creating an outline and start with the first draft. However, when you create an outline, you actually save your time as you logically organize your ideas and then elaborate on them. 7. Make sure you have an introduction, main body, and conclusion. Your essay will be incomplete if one of the part is missing. 8. Ensure you have covered the topic and develop your paper logically. 9. Properly cite all the borrowed ideas and list all the sources in the reference list. And the last, proofread your informative essay and check it for plagiarism before submitting.
The practice of a beginning is a message with its most important information is known as bluff, or bottom line up front or the bottom line. This puts the most important information in front of the reader. By extension, that data is referred to as a bluff. This type of writing is simple because you only need to explain some concept without expressing your own opinion.
Frequently asked question. Number 1, how many paragraphs should an informative essay have? There are no unique requirements for the informative essay length. It all depends on the instruction given to you. It can be either 500 or 5,000 words. The most common is 5 paragraphs. 2. What is the difference between the informative and expository essay? An informative essay presupposes informing and educating the reader regarding some particular notion, idea, fact by presenting fact. An expository essay gives explanation, example, and share ideas. 3. What is the right formal and informative essay? In general, informative essay should have at least 5 paragraphs, be informative and logically structured. In terms of the formatting style, the most common are MLA, APA, and Harvard. Number 4. What is the difference between an informative and persuasive essay? The purpose of an informative essay is to educate the reader without sharing personal opinions. In a persuasive essay, you take your stand on an issue and try to persuade the reader that this is only right opinion. Number 5. What are the main points to consider when revising an informative essay? First, make sure that you have followed the instruction. After this, check whether you have the introduction, thesis statement, body, paragraphs, and conclusion. Avoid using the personal pronoun I in your informative essay. Ensure that your ideas are expressed clearly and presented logically. The last but not the least point is to check your paper originality to avoid unintentional plagiarism.
And rhetorical moves in writing informative essay. These are the things that you need to consider. Is in introducing a topic, make sure it's organized, complex ideas, concept, and information to make important connection to the topic. Develop the topic with well-chosen, relevant, and sufficient facts. Use appropriate and varied transitions to clarify the relations of the concept. Establish and maintain a formal style. Gather relevant information. And lastly, provide a concluding statement or section that follows and supports your information. And that will be all for the structure and rhetorical moves in writing an informative essay. See you and good day.